What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. Happy Thursday. One more day to go. We had a 4-day week, and I still feel like it was too long. Hopefully, everyone is doing awesome today. A pretty decent week. Did manage to get a few scores. I'm going to show those really quickly. More of your collection display photos. And with Yojo June right around the corner, I want to do a little preview. So do me this favor. I'm going to run, I've got a bunch of collection displays. So if you want to show your collections off, email me. I'll show them probably next week, depending on how many I have. But just hit me up there and I will line them up like I did last week. So yours that you send today won't be on the show tonight, but stay tuned because they will be up very soon. Got so many, and I can't wait to show you the ones that I have tonight. It might make the show just a little bit longer than normal, but we're still going to get through it. And also, Yojo June just around the horizon. I think June 3rd is when we see our first one, our first live stream. I wanted to ask you all, don't put your answers in now because, of course, I'm going to have to star them and save them for later. Which one G.I. Joe, which one Cobra, Dreadnought, Iron Grenadier, slash for those villains, and what vehicle would you want to see what would make your Yojo June in 2026? So get your answers together. Before I go any further, let me make sure to send a shout out to the Lyles Figure Files VIP members. DJ No Good, Pixelated Poses, Graham Tuttle, John Morrissey, Vintage Bob, Doom Customs, Kwame Taylor, Carlos Castillo, One Ugly AMFO, Troy B, Cousin Eddie, Vince, Bro, Allen, and the Year One Plus members, Retro Robo, Nathan William, Robert Hayes, MOC Turtle, Tom Finn 2018, Jay Woods, Ryan Daly, Henry G, Lawson Wallace, David Thanos, James Green, Lefty Two Lines BK, Blake Tarpley, and Jamelin Parks. Thank you all so much for rocking with me in this channel for so long. I deeply appreciate y'all. And also want to send another shout out to the super supporters, Solo Center, John Morrissey, and Lawson Wallace. You all absolutely positively rock. And speaking of Lawson Wallace, I went to get my mail today and got this email. And they go very carefully for another thing I'll show you. Minotaur has stampeded in, and of course, this is the 2026 art book from our own Lawson Wallace. So much cool stuff in here. It's amazing. And Lawson has quickly become one of my favorites, and just for all the fun artwork. And you can see a lot of this on his Instagram page, but it's really nice to actually have them in hand. That's pretty fun to have them to reference. You can see here in the back, Lawson's posing up for us. So thank you, Lawson. But that's not the only thing to thank you for, because you can actually see around. I knew I was going to get that right this time. I was so sure I was going to have it right, but right there, wrong way. There you go. Yeah, that guy there, you notice him. Lawson did too. So he sent me this also. How cool is this? The one and only Static. That looks awesome. Thank you so much, Lawson. That was a nice, unexpected surprise. So I was trying to see if the shelf has enough space that I could put that in there. Maybe I'll put them on the door. I don't know, but that was really cool. So thank you. And while I'm in the thinking mood, the other thing that was in the package was this guy, Bloodwind. So now he'll be joining the display, and I'm excited. Of course, I showed y'all last week. Got the other version of him. If you know, you know. So I got Martian Manhunter and Bloodwind. Same packaging on the back there for him. Very excited and cannot wait to open Bloodwind and put him on the shelf. I don't know which shelf, but stay tuned. As you may have also noticed, there's no wall shelf up yet. Did not get around to it. I did have my stud finder at the ready, and of course it doesn't line up perfectly, so I'm going to have to put some anchors in there and make it a whole process. So hopefully next week you will see it I might even have some more recordings, some reactions to some reveals before next week's live. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll have them up by the first Yojo June reveals next Wednesday. Can't wait. Yeah, next Wednesday. Cannot wait for that. So next week is a big week for me because I'm going to go see Masters of the Universe on Monday with Jace. We will be talking about it, of course, in non-spoiler. No, I say that spoiler-free terms next Wednesday on Lyle's Movie Files. Can't wait. Looking forward to picking up the Masters of the Universe Chronicle collection for my guy Retro Robo. So it may be a big crossover. It may be me with the Masters figures talking about Masters of the Universe, the movie. I can't wait. Next week should be a lot of fun. And of course, Yojo June kicks off. So next week, hyped and excited and really looking forward to it. So let's go to the comments in the chat because a lot to talk about tonight. What's the haps, y'all? What's up, Jamie Parks? What's up with you, man? Lawson Wallace says, hello, Jeffrey, and the Loud's Bigger Files crew. It's time to hit that like button and enjoy the best evening on YouTube. I appreciate that, Lawson. And I'm doing my best here trying to make this exciting. Got to move this out of the way so your awesome piece of artwork does not get cut accidentally. That would not be great. I do appreciate it, and hopefully y'all are having a good time tonight. And if not, stick around. Maybe we'll boost it up a little bit more, like some hit points. Brian P. For reals, are we not showing our displays anymore? Absolutely untrue. We will continue to do that as long as y'all keep sending me stuff. So again, in case you didn't have it written down earlier, I love this new StreamYard. 10 seconds. I don't have to worry about the banners any longer. They just disappear like magic all on their own, which is so helpful. So, but yeah, absolutely. Send those along. Van Doom. Hey now, Figure Files crew, and to my main man, 100 grand Jeffrey, what it is, Van Doom. Omega 579. Hey, what's happening? So much. And it feels like all roads lead to next week. I'm not rushing the weekend though, because I like to enjoy my time of not working. But I think the next week is going to be pretty exciting. All right, Lawson, I am seeing yours, and I'm going to start. Wilfredo Diaz, what's up? Good evening to everyone here tonight. Absolutely. Hopefully you're having a good time as well. Ronnie Son, what up? I'm starring yours. Easy Reader, what's up, gang? How goes it? Cooling. How about with you? Retro Robo, what's up, Jeff and everybody in the crew? What is up, my man? And yeah, that big reveal from the Star Wars Black series. Can't wait to get 100. This is when I wish I could just cash in on not a multi-million lottery, just enough to get like 20 army builders at the current Hasbro price point. We'll see there. And what's up, Ronnie? Good evening, party people. William Rodriguez. Good evening, fellow toy collectors. What's up, man? How are you? And we will be seeing your figures tonight. Lawson says, figures I got this week. McFarlane Collector's Edition, Hellboy. McFarlane Super Friends, Robin, Batman, Judge Luther, and Black Manta. Nice. Oh, I too was able to get some McFarlane Super Friends. I got this guy because in the rarest of rare occasions, my Walmart actually had this stuff on clearance. David Thanos was sending photos. Check your Walmart's big clearance stickers. Mine didn't have the clearance stickers on them, but they did have a little price scanner. And it's, the dynamic pricing. And it said $8. And I said, absolutely. Who else do you have? Of course, they had Brainiac. He was the only other one they had. So I go to another Walmart tomorrow. Hopefully they will have some more that I don't already have in the collection, because getting these figures for $8, that's the best price point. And I also finally relented. I had a gift card from Target and I decided to make perfect use of it. So I paid $2.01 for this New Hope, aka Star Wars Darth Vader. He'd been sitting on the shelf for so long. I was like, you know what? I need to just go ahead and grab him while he's relatively cheap so I can just have the figure not go. Man, he was sitting there on clearance for so long. Why didn't I get him? I got him. So I got another one for the New Hope Star Wars display. I always say A New Hope to clarify it for anyone who doesn't know. When I say Star Wars, I'm talking about the first film. Anyway, keeping it moving. What you think about those Super Friends, though? Carlos Salinas, what's up, my guy? I'm starting your response to my JoJo June question. King Elector, the king is in the building. What's up, y'all? What's up, royalty? How are you tonight? It is very nice work. I mean, just capturing old Virgil's personality. It looks great. Why did I do it that way? I'm going to master one day. Maybe I should just put a little sign up there. If you want to go right, go there. So we'll figure it out. But this is an awesome piece of artwork. I need to set up somewhere on this display for that. One of the collections that I'm going to show you tonight has a really cool setup for comic book artwork. So stay tuned for that one. Indeed, very nice. JMC, what's up, Jeff and crew? How are you tonight? Much love, amigo. Appreciate you, my friend. David Thanos. What's up, chat? Gotta love the mic on the phone. Yeah, it's all kinds of. Vin Doom, Lawson, that static is fuego. Lawson, you're right now shelf space back there, Jeff. The Universal Figure Collector prop, man. The sad thing is this is nothing at all compared to the figure room, which is, I feel like it's going through. I should just put a sign on the door that says renovations in progress. Like, when you go to Target or Burlington or any store, just push some yellow caution tape all over it and just say under construction. And I don't know if the construction will ever be completed. Maybe it would once I stop collecting and I can just figure out exactly how much of all these figures, how many Captain Americas, Reed Richards, Cyclops, Wolverines, etc., Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman I have in the collection. And then I can set up a real display that makes sense for me. Till now, it's just all off the cuff. I'm figuring it out though. But this wall unit is going to be very helpful. I think what I'm going to do is take those Power Rangers and put them on there and fill up this space here with more McFarlane. And I think if I do that, I can put all the McFarlane figures in this shelf space area. Because now that I've seen the Mattel DC core figures, those DC classic figures are not much longer for the main figure room. I don't even know if I want to keep them because I definitely feel like that was a great figure line for its time, but its time has come and figures have gotten so much better with the sculpting, the articulation, especially the articulation. Anytime I take those DC classic figures out, I'm like, oh man, this articulation is so dated and just, gosh, it's not getting it done anymore, especially when so many other lines have really well thought. And again, for the time, the articulation was fine, but now I need a little bit better quality for my DC figures. And it looks like with the collector's edition line coming from Mattel next year, I'm going to get it. Excuse me. The only question is how long before I can replace every one of those DC classic figures? And I have a bunch of them with the new Mattel ones. So we'll see, from the same company. David Thanos just came from Target from Demolition Crush and Coco Beware. Your mic is really setting you up. I forgot I had two other purchases because I went to the Super Walmart when I went down to hang out with some family members. Got the Stephanie Vaquer and Julia. That was pretty cool to see both of them. I was not going to order them from Amazon. I was just like, nah, I'll wait for the Ultimate Edition. Then I saw them in person. I was like, I'll get them now. Because I think they did a really nice job on Julia's outfit. Stephanie Vaquer has her whole gear, which I'm sure they're going to include on the Ultimate Edition. But I kind of like this one. So I was like, all right, I'm going to have two of the best from NXT over the last 5 years. And we'll deal with them. And the first day I went was a Friday to that same Walmart. They just had Coco Beware. I came back on Sunday. They had the whole line. They had Cody Rhodes, Demolition Crush. And I feel like I have those figures already from the old one. And I know they've got the double jointed elbows. And I was like, I really am hoping that we get a Ultimate Edition version of Crush too. We have the others. So it just kind of, I feel like it would make sense to get him. And I couldn't have asked for a better segue. So let's go to this heinous, diabolical price point. Got an email from Ringside Collectibles. Your Ultimate Edition, not your, but the Ultimate Edition Demolition's in stock now. And the price has gone up. Yesterday's prices are not tomorrow's price. $87.99 for these Ultimate Edition figures. And I really feel like they're going, y'all are going to pay for these demolition figures. We don't care if we charge $100 for them. You're going to pay the price. And then, of course, you've got this Kane and Yokozuna, and they're 84. And I'm like, we're paying a premium on top of a premium. I don't like it. I feel like if Amazon had this line still, we would not be paying this price point, especially when you consider Heart Foundation at 64. That's a better price. $54.99 for DiBiase and Steamboat. Then you go, I mean, these prices are wild. I would buy this right now if Bundy and Ventura were the same price as the Heart Foundation. But I'm just kind of like, y'all are just going all nuts with these prices. Even charging a little bit more for King Kong Bundy. It's not like they made these figures, so we got to balance out our budgets here. And Bundy is worth an extra $3 over the body. Anyway, long-winded rant over. Demolition's in stock. You can get them now or wait till they have a good sale, which apparently is never, because when they had their Memorial Day sale, I was like, dude, this is the same price for everything that you sold before. And if not, you're selling your figures too high. So I'm just stuck with them, but I'm not feeling it. Henry G, what's up, Jeff? Figure Files crew. Hope you all are having a splendid week. It is pretty sensational. I've read a bunch of comic books, so I am absolutely in a good mood. Void Rivals 30 came out this week, and it was really good. I'm excited about where that book's going to go. I feel like when it started, people were like, oh, man, a little Transformers action in here. And then they were like, yeah, okay, whatever, it's fine. But, what they did in this issue, I think kind of turns the series on its head. And it's just like, wow, this is really exciting. And they set up something that I think can work for all three of the books that we have right now. Because, of course, we know Mask is coming. Can't wait for that one. And, yeah. And then Hyde Street 12 dropped as well. That was crazy. They had some major stuff. If you haven't been reading that, I talk all the time about the Ghost Machine books of Rook Exodus, Redcoat, Geiger, Hyde Street, and Hornsby and Halo are also part of that. They're not the unnamed universe, but oh man, really good stuff and definitely recommend it. High Street is basically Ghost Machine's Tales from the Crypt series. It's really, really good. And Ivan Reyes, Jeff Johns, it's a great combination. Brad Anderson, Danny Mickey, Rob Lee. Good stuff. Check it out. Jamar Nicholas, what's up, my guy? Cena shirt is fire. Thank you. I'm not down with buying much of anything from the WWE, but this shirt, I was like, gotta get it. And on the back, it's got a bunch of like old school, like it's set up like the foul cards. I'm a big fan of it, and I'm sure if I tried to turn around, you might get a little sense of it, but it's great. I love this shirt, and Cena's my guy, so definitely want to represent him. Brian P, absolutely. I'm working on my wish list of characters that I want to see, and I want Hasbro, even though it's against all logic. I wouldn't mind seeing them do what the Black Series team does when it's a cartoon or animated cartoon, and they just go, well, this is what it would look like in real life. I would love to see just an X-Men 97 wave with aesthetics of the classic comic book characters. And I know that makes no sense. So I'm not going to stand on this hill and go, hey, this is what they should do. But they did show Emma Frost, and her design way riskier than, or risque. And I kind of dug that. I was like, yes, you're finally doing her look. Let me see if I can pull that up really fast for everyone else. He's in 2, because they actually did her outfit the right way. And I was like, oh, nice. Y'all didn't go, oh, hide the children. We're not going to show her the way she looks. Oh, let's see here. So, yes, I feel like this is probably not going to show up in all of its proper detail, but this will give you a basic idea of how it actually looks. And they did it justice. No, the question, of course, will we actually see that look at a figure? This is going to be the Comic-Con exclusive, another one. I would absolutely love to see that figure though. That would be awesome to get that in figure form. No chance of seeing it in Target, but as a Hasbro Pulse exclusive where the pearl clutchers can't do anything, sign me all the way up. So we'll see. David Thanos. So He-Man coming out on G.I. Joe June 10th. Wait, so He-Man coming out on G.I. Joe June? 10-year-old me is going insane. Yeah, I mean, 50-year-old me is going insane. I'm so excited for this. This is so exciting. It's like wow. And then Mortal Kombat 2, Street Fighter still to come. Hopefully Supergirl is good. Spider-Man Brand New Day and Avengers Doomsday. If all this stuff hits, it's gonna be a really, really good year. And let's not forget about Mandalorian and Grogu, which was also a lot of fun too. And my 10-year-old self, my 50-year-old self, both enjoyed the movie. Pretty good fun. And definitely check it out, especially if you're not too serious about your movie enjoyment. David Thanos, I'm saving yours. Then Doom. Wife just ordered Masters tickets. Comes out week before my birthday. This is awesome. Happy early birthday. And I feel pretty confident that the movie is going to do right by you for your birthday. So I'm looking forward to hearing your report once you see the movie. Yeah, Lawson, you can't beat $8 for the Super Friends figures. They're definitely not like to me. When you see the 19 or $22 price point for them, like, they don't really have the kind of articulation that I'm expecting for that price. But I feel like if they were all 15, I'd be like, yes, cool. 10, even better. Excuse me, but 8, no brainer. Grabbing it right away. Excuse me. Brian P. Nothing this week, but Marvel Legends Power Princess should be arriving this week. Nice. She's a solid figure. Carlos, the DFW Joe show is this weekend, so the Yojo June festivities start tomorrow in Northern Texas. Sweet. Are you going to it? Where can you get that Hellboy? Is he sold out? And he is sold out. Let me see here really fast. How about that? I didn't realize he was that popular. But yeah, apparently sold out. He is sold out over my affiliate, Entertainment Earth. So yeah, I'll look around to see if there's another spot where we can get him. Left it to Lions BK. It's time. It's time. It's beta time. How are you, Lefty? Jamelin, I got Anne Hathaway. I mean, in art, The Dark Knight Rises Catwoman in today. What do you think? Pretty excited. That figure looks great. And I definitely want to hear your thoughts on her, on the figure. Van Doom. Only figs I got this week. The wife picked me up Skeletor Chronicles figure. Shadowhawk comes Saturday. My buddy actually got his Shadowhawk in. I didn't realize he was shipping so soon, but I was like, that's cool. Let's see here. And let me see if y'all can see. But he just sent this to me today, and I was like, oh man, Shadowhawk looks really cool. Maybe not $60 cool, but he looks nice. And how cool is that? That your wife picked up the figure for you. Very cool. Pack Rat. Good times on Figure Prowlers. What's up to you, my friend, my guy, Maurice? How are you tonight? And Henry G, I'm starring yours. Lefty says, it's time. The alliance is informed. Figure Prowlers, assemble. Let's go. I need one of those. It's been blank days since our last incident signs, given how many times figures fall. Man, yeah. It's one of the reasons I'm tinkering around with the Marvel Legends display, because it's like, please stop falling. Please. And it's always the ones that are the highest up. I don't understand the logic of it. They're just like, they're all have the same mold, basically, same center of gravity. And yet, the higher up they go, the more they want to go. Whoosh, not just like a gentle, like, whoosh. They like to go, can I fall and knock over everything, even in a way that it shouldn't? I've had a figure fall that was on like my second shelf, and then it fell into the third shelf and stood up. I would have looked like, wait, why are you here? I'm like, oh, you fell and somehow balanced yourself to stand perfectly on the shelf. It was crazy. I probably should have taken a picture of it and just a video of the rest of the carnage with the other figures on the floor, but that was wild. Henry G. Jeff, I get envious every time I see your Star Wars Hot Toys collection. Man, this was the problem because they're what got me into Hot Toys. Specifically that guy. One of my top 5 favorite movie characters. And you can see, so they came in with the 2-pack. So clean Bespin. And then, oh man, this guy in the mask breathing really hard is a maniac version. And I was like, yo, this is awesome. Yes, right away. Then the rabbit hole expanded to a sinkhole. Then it became a crater. Then it became the Grand Canyon. But yeah, these are really fun figures. I feel like they do a pretty decent job of putting some of them back out in rotation. Like they did do a Bespin Luke. They didn't have both versions, but they did put one of them. I think it was the clean one. And of course, you can see there's still some holes in the collection. I'm hoping to fill them soon. And I need to figure out how to display my prequels figures because I got a bunch of those too. But yeah, this is one of those like, what figures do you run? Like, there's a fire. And of course, you're supposed to go out the house immediately as soon as you hear that. But hypothetically speaking, you knew you had a few minutes. What figures are you grabbing? It's just open this. Don't worry about the lightsabers breaking. Just stuff those into a bag and run for it. But yeah, they're really fun. Pack Rat. Hey, Jeffrey, have you taken a look at Legends Verse for cataloging your collection? No. Short answer. I need to. I do have a cataloging system, but it has been many moons since I have updated it, which I should. I'm kind of using my website as like a cheat sheet for what I actually have in the collection, although it is not by any means comprehensive because I only started doing the figure reviews back in 2014. Yeah, no. When was the return of Marvel Legends? Was that 2014? I think that was when it's either 2014 or 2013. I'm leaning more to 2014. That's when I was like, all right, I'm going to do figure reviews too, which ultimately led to here. So that's how it all works out. Lawson, my figure collection space needs a sign too. Jeffrey, our hazard zone must wear a helmet beyond this point. Yeah, I don't need anybody wearing a helmet to knock anything over. Lefty, I'm starring yours. King Collector. Articulation means very little to me. Sculpt all the way. I mean, I definitely understand that, especially if you're not going to go nuts trying to pose them. But for me, it's like I need a little mix. Plus, the DC Classic scaling kind of got all over the place, and Kid Flash and Robin not being the same height, and it's just anyway. No need to talk about them. Then Doom. My mouse is going slower than I'm talking. And yes, I pre-ordered Black Vulcan and Wonder Woman from GameStop. Come on, McFarlane. You got to make Giganta for the Legion. I mean, I feel like a mega pack with Giganta versus Apache Chief, but no, choke, is the way to go here and make it exclusive to GameStop or Target or Walmart. What am I talking about? Not Walmart. Anywhere else would be fine, and they can just be the taller ones in the collection. Yeah, man, that price point is stupid. I'm just upset with them on that. They're demolishing your wallet. Yeah, smashing, axing, crushing it. Crush them. Let me see. Henry G, should you jump on that demolition set? I kind of feel like, yeah, in the past, they've done a pretty decent job of having good sales, but WrestleMania came and went. They didn't have anything that I would have considered a good sale. Like most of the stuff, if it was on sale, was like 21 for elite figures, and they're 24. And of course, you got to pay for their shipping. So it's not like you're really saving money in the long run unless you're buying a bunch of stuff. And I feel like most years I get something on their Black Friday and Cyber Monday 4.0 sales. I do not think I got as much last year. And I don't know if they're going to have them up for sale. I feel like Demolition might. I feel like the price point, if they were $70, I think people would just buy them and they might sell out quickly. But I think the price point that they're at is going to make it a little bit. I don't know if you need to jump on it, like I would have said if they were just the same price as every other figure, but I don't know. Maybe. Wish they had a coupon for them. DJ Jedi on those ones and twos. Lyles, Figure Files, crew in effect. Doom, 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 doom. Hey, don't worry, I translate. It's all good. Monkey Day. What's different about those demolition figures than the one that were 55 a few months ago? So one is the ringside exclusive line, and the other is the official one from what's his face from Mattel. That now Ringside Collectibles has the exclusive rights to. So here you go. Got all of them right here for you. So, so many windows. That's so wild. For one figure, you're basically paying the same price as for these. But I will say one thing about these, and they're not terrible figures by any means. Oh, okay, don't go that fast. Let's see if we can show you what they look like without him. Of course, why make that easy for me? They don't have butterfly shoulders. They're a little bit, I mean, they're good elite style figures. They just haven't really made any figures. And I'm like, yes, this is well worth getting. Let's do this. And I'll show you hopefully better. Their thing is not great. So you can see the butterfly shoulder right there. And it looks like they've got that new Hacksaw Jim Duggan torso that they've created now for more accurate portrayals of legends because they weren't all ripped and shredded like Randy Orton used to be or Batista. They had a little bit of gut to them, muscular guts, if you want to call it that. And this new torso actually works a lot better. And Ultimate Edition figures are absolutely my favorite because you can actually pose them the way that you really want to do the moves. That butterfly shoulder joint makes so much difference with wrestling figures because you can go cock it back for a good clothesline, lariat, Russian sickle, Shatoa Tony. And when you go from that to a regular elite figure, it's like, man, I can't do nearly as much. And it's not as smooth and it's not as fluid. The ringside collectible versions are good elite versions. And if you don't want to pay that full price for them, their figures are fine. But now that Mattel's got their official Ultimate Edition one, I think that's the way to go. He needs a refresh. And I mean, we got a Snowcat coming. King Collector. I got Demolition already. I need that Heart Foundation 2-pack, but I'll wait for the sale because they're not moving too good, it seems. Excuse me. This was before they were exclusive to Ringside Collectibles, but Best Buy actually had them. And if you caught them at the right point, they were like $40 and paying $20 for $20 for Ultimate Edition figures is a great deal because their value does not drop. You can't find them cheap outside of like a random Walmart sale, and that doesn't happen all that often, but it's crazy seeing those prices. They hold up just like, I mean, you can find a loose figure and it's like $30 when you pay 35 for them. It's wild. You might not get a good sale for them, but that price is better than the original price. Rick Cage, what's going on? Sir, yes, sir. Lantern Cage present, sir. What it look like, Loud Figure Files crew? At ease, sir. Take it easy. Take a load off. Welcome to the show. There's no way that version of Emma will be on the animated series. All the Helen Lovejoy will be. Won't someone please think of the children? Well, let me see here. Let me go because there's a pretty sure that I actually did see. Well, I did see a screen grab from this. Let me see how easily it will be because, of course, trying to find something on Twitter is so easy these days. All right, let's see. So I did Emma Frost. And let's see if I can find this easy enough. Gosh, so dumb. Oh boy, let's try again. I mean, man, I wish they would make this so you could actually do something and find stuff when you wanted to. Because I'm getting all the, let me see. I'll try X-Men 97. Emma. Hmm. Yeah, this looks like it's a no-go for me here. I really did. Let's see here. Nope. And no. Sorry. I tried. I really did try. Jerk! Looks like they did it right. I believe so too. Kid Collector. Yes. It is so funny that you mentioned that because right here is that Chaotica that was next up on the old search. So good timing on that. McFarlane Hellboy? He was still up on Big Bad Toy Store up to yesterday, I think. Thanks, Back Rap. Carlos, you will be there. Nice. Let me know what happens, what they show. Hollow Net One, what's going on? What's going on? Loose collector figures are way too expensive for me. How much was she? Oh, and still available in Big Bad Toy Store. Henry G says, "Hey, Jalen, I just got my art Catwoman the other day. It's a pretty nice figure. Sweet. Pack Rat. Only pick up this week with Supergirl Baby Crypto. Hopefully getting my art Catwoman and Daisy Taurus sometime next week. Nice. It's cool. We did the version that I saw the screenshot of, and it's just one of those things that's just going to continue to drive me nuts. But we did see her in, let's see if another site could be more helpful in this case for some actual screenshots of these characters. Let's try this. And let's see. So if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna say I'll chalk it up to an overactive imagination. I'm pretty sure I saw the screenshot. And no, not there. And it'd be nice actually seeing this picture so I don't feel like I was going crazy. You got me going crazy. All right, I'll try to find it and post it later. Jason Atreides. I am starring yours. Brian P. Oh man, that Hellboy was on Big Bad Toy Store. I must have only had one left because now it's sold out. Boo Earns. Smithers, are they booing me? No, sir. They're saying boo Earns. Lawson, why are you so slow? I like Legends to do a Defenders Valkyrie and Hellcat 2-pack, giving us a classic Valkyrie and an updated Patsy Walker, which is desperately needed. DJ Jedi. I pre-ordered that Hellboy and was initially excited, but after seeing a couple reviews, McFarlane curse strikes again. He's way too short, about the same height as McFarlane Batman. How tall should he be? Here we go. I have a few, but just a bunch of one-offs. I'm a huge MCU War Machine fan, so I have a few different versions. I love the Clone Wars cartoons. So I have Ahsoka and Rex. Is that all we have so far? Man, it's not good. Henry G, my favorite movie is Empire Strikes Back. I fell in love with Boba Fett the first time I saw him in that, so I have him. Yeah, he is in the he's in the box, so I need to open review and put him in there too. But I love how I have this Star Wars original trilogy character focus. Yeah, man, it was yeah. And see on the bottom, let me do this. And she still may not see. I have my Hot Toys, Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Batman, and Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. They can be relocated because it's just those three. So Return of the Jedi is going to take that shelf space. But yeah. What's up, Ryan Dale? You did make it. What's up, everybody? I hit a Target and a Walmart earlier in the week, and neither of them had Marvel Legends. Very surprising. Did yours have that Iron Spidey, Captain America, or Iron Man? Those seem to be the only. Actually, I shouldn't say that because a bunch of them had the Deadpool and Wolverine figures. I've seen every figure in that wave multiple times at numerous. I went to a Target today and saw them there. The Walmart was the one I saw the three Evergreen Cap, Iron Man and Spider-Man figures. So my Hot Toys collection is random to most, but they all, hey man, that's all that really matters. It doesn't matter to anybody else but us, right? Hollow Net One, I'm waiting for Diamond Emma to go on clearance, and she will. I wonder if I'd buy that figure then. I keep looking at it like, I guess it's better than the other one, but still not great. And that articulation is still a problem. with that darn cape. Jalen, man, Jeff, this Catwoman figure is beautiful. And art does not disappoint. I mean, I only have two of their figures so far, but they have become one of my favorite companies. Nice. What else is coming out for them? Andrew Law. Yo. Thursday night dynamite. Lyles with the files. Love it. Thank you. Welcome to the party tonight. Ryan, Jeff, I got a 2-pack of the display lights you recommended last week. I haven't set them up yet, but hopefully this weekend I'll test them. So, my absolute favorite thing about them, they are procrastinator proof. It's you open the box and you just peel off the little stickers on the stuck part where you just stick it up to your metallic part. And so it has a little slot there's 2 tabs on those metal slabs there, and that's what you use to take it off so you can charge it back up with the USB port. But it's so easy. It is like it takes really all of 5 minutes. And I'll go, oh yeah, like behind me. I need to measure. I've got to find a stud. It's just gonna take days, maybe even weeks. That is so easy that it's like, yeah. And I got 2 more myself. I got them for my Cobra display, so I cannot wait to put them up. Maybe I'll do that tonight. Let me know what you think though. Jalen. Oh, and this figure has single jointed elbows, but get this, she can touch her shoulder. Nice. Can you send me some pictures? I'm so curious about that. Lawson, I wish Mezco would do a classic Mark IV Iron Man figure. They did one before, but it wasn't comic accurate. Yeah, those plating. Yeah, that was one of the things that held me off from getting Mezco Marvel figures. Like, why does Cyclops' outfit have all this weird tech paneling on it? Don't you mean beggars can't? That would have been better. That really was. It was right there, and I went this way. And it's like, that was good though. Rick Cage. I don't know, Jeffrey. Walmart comes through depending on location. I found Shazam. Still no lightning. Bloodwind, Black Condor, Eclipso, Gangbuster, etc. Today in my old neighborhood Walmart. Budget didn't allow pickups though. Isn't that what always happens? Henry G. The Heart Foundation isn't a new set, is it? No. I want to say it was 2023, 2024, which is great because they didn't sell out of it yet. Me too. I really appreciate that they did that. I wish we got Booster Gold like that and Blue Beetle like that, because it's like we're not really. It's not just you should see their eyes. Hollow Knight one, Marvel Legends came back around the same time as Black Series. So technically, Marvel Legends didn't really go anywhere. They were still putting out like really small waves every year, but I had gone to Marvel Universe. That was their smaller wave. And for a long time, those figures were cool. I mean, some of them wouldn't stand right, but the sculpt, the paintwork was really, really good, especially on that scale. And I really like those figures. Some of them were better executed than a lot of Marvel Legends. And there's still a few that'll beat out their Marvel Legends counterpart. But I want to say, excuse me, the black now I'm curious. Why lie when I've got the internet to lie for me? What year did the Black Series start? I don't care about your AI. Let's go to Wikipedia. If I can't trust Wikipedia, where can I trust? So they started. Oh wow, it was announced in 2013. Interesting. So August 1st, 2013. Nice. So they were around right around the same time as Marvel Legends come back. Pixel Forge, I am starring yours. Monkey Dave, what's going on? I didn't realize there was that much of a difference in those WWE figs. Good to know. I'm trying to see if I have an Ultimate Edition anywhere around here. The wrestling collection is, yeah, it is a massive difference, and it doesn't seem like it at first because, like, yeah, shoulders. But like, take Ted DiBiase, for example. So you try to do his $1 million dream with the Elite, you can kind of fudge it, but you can get a more convincing version with the Ultimate Edition. You're still not going to get it perfect. With a sleeper hold, you can really lock it in because you can move the shoulders to really get that. You can do a lot of the moves. Actually, let me see here because I think I did a pretty decent comparison with Bret Hart way back when he had his first Ultimate Edition figure, and it was just like the difference between my search engine is like too specific. It doesn't go, oh, I think you mean this. All right, so let me do this. All right, great. So this is back from the very first Bret Hart Ultimate Edition figure, but I can show you the difference on how he can sink in. And this is even before we get the really good. Oh, yes, here we go. So I'll show you because I did this because I was like, let's see the difference. Is it worth investing and spending more money on these figures? Now, mind you, this is before they threw in the butterfly shoulders, but this is, I'm trying to make them do the same exact pose. And here is another one. So you can see, I mean, they're a little bit more expressive because those double jointed elbows and great. This is what I was really wanted to do. So you can see the Ultimate Edition, and you can do this even better now with the butterfly shoulders. But I mean, you can't get that range with the Elite figure. With the Ultimate Edition one, you can do a whole lot more and really make that look better. And I will show you another one with a more updated Bret where he does have the butterfly shoulders, just because I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Y'all are having a geek out with me going, oh, look, no, this is really great. So let me show you this really quickly because we did just get a new Bret Hart, but of course now let me just do this. I'll show you what I was talking about with Ricky, the Dragon Steamboat, and Teddy Biasi. So here's and it's funny because I got the black cards and I don't really care about that, but that'll be the one time I get an extra one. So let's see. So they have the butterfly shoulders, and the scale is pretty good. Like Ricky is shorter, like he should be. And let me try here. Just go on to the articulation so you can see. So like here, he can really sink those shoulders back like he's about to chop him, like he's laying into it. And the below the waist articulation is about the same. But you can really do, like, here's one that really shows. So he can lean rear back and get a really dramatic chop where you wouldn't be able to do that with an Elite figure. And here is, yeah, DiBiase throwing on the $1 Million Dream to the Immortal Puke. But there you see, you can get a sense of how these figures look and all that good stuff. So there you go. Long-winded, taking y'all down a road I'm sure none of y'all wanted to go on with me. Oh, Lou, what's going on, my guy? Henry G. Does any company put out as many figures as Mattel in their WWE figures? No. That's why they're number one. So, that makes it really easy for them. Lawson, I didn't know that I needed Gangbuster until I got Gangbuster. Right. Holland at one, I think it's time to take my classified Haslabs to the local toy show. Oh boy. About to be done with them. Cypher63. Good evening, all. What's going on? How are you tonight? David Thanos, first, I didn't want to pay the 85 for Demolition Ultimates, but I had to. I have all the Coliseum Ultimates. They look good, though. Is it for sure? Are we getting a big barter from McFarlane, or is it still just a rumor? Yeah, it's a rumor right now, but it seems like we should get her. I really think it would be goofy not to give her the armored look. So I'm assuming that might be what's taking some of the time, but we really do need the armor look. We did get an X-Men 97 Emma in a corset. Yeah, exactly. Vin Doom, I did not know that you were looking for Aztec. One of my buddies, massive Aztec fan, and was like just delighted to hear that we were getting them. And I did not open mine because I want to make sure he could get the figures. I was like, if he can't find it after a while, I'm gonna just send him mine. And I've seen like 4 Aztecs now that he's already gotten his. Check Target. I think they just started getting that wave in. Actually, I did take a picture, and this was from this week. So let's see here. Just have to do it. There we go. Really quick scroll to show. Perfect. That took no time. So here, this is from Tuesday, Wednesday. So there's Omac, Saturn Girl, Aztec, Bronze Tiger, and Eclipso. And I went to another store and they had the same rollout of figures. So check your targets. Oh, yes, I can. Let me go to Amazon. and I will give you that link right away. Let's see, orders. Since I just ordered, it won't even be hard for me to do that. So here is the link for these under cabinet lightings. It's a 2-pack, so you can get two and then get hooked and go, I need so many more. So there's the link for it from my affiliate, Amazon. I got that covered. Snake Eyes! Howdy, partner. Sorry for being late. I was writing up the tardy slip for you as we spoke. So I'm glad to see you. Welcome to the party. Holland at one. I have not seen anything good at Ollie's in I feel like years. Lost, we do need a classic Iron Man from them. InArt has an Arkham Knight Batman and Batman Who Laughs. Not one of my favorite characters, but I only have them in superpowers. I'm glad because theirs looks awesome. Nice. I definitely need to see those photos for you. Rick Cage, The Return of Marvel Legends. Then they got A6, the Good Lord Scale 3.75 inch Marvel Universe series. I love both. Got both. Yeah, they're very cool. InArt Queen Studios does a lot of hyper realistic 1/6 and some 1/3 figures. I wonder how many of those will scale down. How many of those they'll scale down? Let me know. Primo, that line was great until they started to get cheap and charge more. Jeffrey, I missed out on exclusive entertainment or superpowers way with Supergirl, Power Girl, Earth 2, Robin, etc. I forgot all about it. And it was sold out before I remembered. Yeah, I was surprised it sold out because of course, it was up and I posted it because I was like, great, there's a chance for everybody. So I know some people were able to take advantage of the affiliate link that I posted and got them, but I know not everybody did. And it was surprising because I just felt like they were going to stick around for a second. Not to be like, hey, here's what you missed out on. But I thought it was pretty cool how they actually made the Supergirl and Power Girl look like they had a similar head sculpt. But of course, it's gone just because I was going to get a sip of water. But let me do this really quick. And I just love when something's sold out, they just like try to vanish it. And it's like, you will not find it. Let's see here. McFarlane. There we go. And there we go. Now they're selling out of the Super Friends Wave 2. But here's what I was talking about. Power Girl and Supergirl look like they kind of have the same head sculpt. And like the eyes just like if you gave her that same shade of red lipstick, almost look like they could be the same person from another Earth. Love it. What's up, Brent? Hey Jeff, at work. Just want to say hi. Hopefully the work day or work night is treating you well. And hopefully you'll enjoy the replay. Lost it. Jeffrey, now you're about to see a perfect plex. Absolutely. Henry G. Man, Jeffrey just reminded me I need an Andre, a Greg the Hammer, and a Mr. T. All right, so I would recommend holding out hope for an Ultimate Edition Hammer because the first one they gave us has these really skinny legs. And it'll work right for him, and they look just gangly and silly. And then they released one with rhythm and blues. So he's got the black hair, the Roy Orbison look. That's a much better figure because the legs are proportionate and he looks just blocky and thick all the way around. Didn't have the big torso and then the scrawny toothpick legs. I am hoping we get him because I feel like he should be there, maybe in a 2-pack with Brutus Beefcake. Maybe they go Dream Team, maybe they go as like a rivalry set. But I feel like those two, of course, since they were part of that line, the LJN line back in the day, it makes some sense. So holding out hope for them. Monkey Dave. Nice. I only recently started expanding my wrestler collection. I'm gonna have to make sure to get good ones with it. Yeah. I mean, there's some that are probably never gonna get that Ultimate Edition articulation setup, but they are kind of easy to customize if you're comfortable swapping out torsos or just painting the tights. Because a lot of the 80s wrestlers, I mean, it wasn't like they had these intricate outfits. So if you just want to, like Cowboy Bob Orton, for example, he is elite, just get a random Ultimate Edition figure. You've got a custom ace. And of course, you can just swap the forearms and get his cast, his arm protecting device, and be all set. Absolutely. They are awesome. And I'm a big fan of them. Ryan Daly, it's unfathomable unfathomable. No, it's inconceivable that Supergirl and Power Girl are only the second and third female characters. Is that true? I thought he did a katana. Todd is a fourth grader. Lawson. Hey, why are you so slow today? A Roddy Piper, Greg the Hammer, dog collar, 2-pack set would sell like hotcakes. I wonder if anyone remembers that Starcade 83 matchup, but I think it would be a really, no, it's 84, right? 83. Would sell like hotcakes. I believe you. That would be really fun, and I would buy that too. King of Lighter, I needed Greg Valentine, but the only one I saw was the one with the skinny legs. Yikes! Had to pass on the hammer. I'm thinking of going the custom route. Or just get that rhythm and blues version. I'm pretty sure that was a Legends figure. And I didn't find a second one because I absolutely was just going to paint the rhythm and blues on the back of his tights black, call it a day, and swap that old head sculpt and have my actual legitimate Greg the Hammer Valentine. But I only saw one. Great. I am caught up with the chat. Lovely. So let's get into this. DJ Jet, I can't really call it, but in my mind, Hellboy should be somewhere between maybe Solomon Grundy, but not quite as tall as Darkseid. Definitely taller than Batman, though. Oh, I wonder if he'll fit in with the new DC Collector's Edition line. All right, let's see. Did that. Okay. It's time. It's 9:02. I'm doing pretty good on my time. Then I started, and of course, I don't remember. Okay. So last week, we did the first installment of Show Me Your Display. And you all sent in so many photos, and I was scrambling to get them. And I was like, oh no, there's no time to show them all. And y'all kept sending them along. And I got enough for a while. Let's say I'll run this till 9:30. Let's see. We'll see how it goes. First up is BMO 97. And he's got some really cool stuff. So let's get into his display now. And there you go. And I will try to do a little zoom in so y'all can see. Classic. Got G.I. Joe Street Fighter figures in this mix too. Zorana. I didn't know it was you. Princess Leia on the dewback in her Hoth gear. It's kind of fun. Cap and Cap. The Havoc. One of my favorite G.I. Joe vehicles. My favorite Joe. Tomahawk was a great vehicle as well. I love these risers, and the Joes look really clean. The Devilfish seems like a kind of vehicle we should get. Check out the MASH unit. I'm trying to remember what this is. What is this vehicle? Y'all help me out. That's fun to put them there. And let's start going on with the rest of these photos. That was the first one. Here is more of the Star Wars crew. Little Hoth display. Mine a diorama like that from the Black Series. Of course, it would be $180. Return of the Jedi. And of course, the Snowspeeder. I still have my old one. It is destroyed. It just so beat up, but it was definitely one of my most played with vehicles back in the day. Oh man, you got an autograph too? That's awesome. More of the classic Joes. The Fridge. Speaking of characters I want to see in classified series, Legacy Collection. What's that, Hobbit? We don't acknowledge that at Hasbro or Disney. Very cool. That's the ghost of Sebastian Shaw. Jabba and his setup. That's nice. Who's this guy? Do y'all know? The Rancor Keeper. I can't wait to get my Black Series Rancor collector to go with my Black Series HasLab rank. Oh, wait a second. Got the droid there. That's fun. The interpreter. No, the droid keeper droid. And let's go here to the next one. DC Universe. Little box up. Classic Devastator. Tracks. Then you got more playsets. Jabba the Hutt's Dungeon. Snowspeeder. Boxes. That's really fun. Here's some more boxed up stuff. That Justice line, those figures turned out really great. Of course, for everybody complaining about McFarlane's Black Canary, the Justice version was not exactly a small lithe cheerleader either. I wouldn't be mad at getting that version of Supergirl. Really cool shelf there. And just some fun figures in there in the mix. It's kind of interesting seeing other collectors with their packaged up figures. It's cool because it's like, oh, that's nice. I wouldn't, but I really like seeing it because it's like going into an actual museum. Shout out to the Bionic Woman and Mork and Mindy. Nanu Nanu. Very fun. And let's move on to this one. It's cool too. Hey, thumbs up. Elvira. I love this mix of classic stuff. We got Starscream, we got Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, Evelyn, Trax. Then what is this line? Is this more Bionic Woman stuff? Is this a custom or a legitimate Mego Wonder Woman? I've got all kinds of questions. These are fun. And then there's, of course, the Iron Man. Oh man, there's Speedy hanging out. Baron Zemo. It's a rare figure from that line. Magneto, Tila. And then a little bit more Black Canary. Some statue action. That's very fun. I think that was the last one from BMO. 97. Thank you for sending these along, man. These are really, really cool. And let's see what the chat has to say. That's me, BMO. Oh, thank you, Primo. So I was saying it all wrong. I had a Tomahawk back in the day. That thing was awesome. It really is. That's a troop carrier from Star Wars. Thanks, Packrat. Digit Jedi. That was a Fridge Perry figure. Tight. Star Wars Kindle Imperial Troop Transport. Thanks, Lawston. I didn't realize it had an official name either. Love it. Rick Cage favors all multiversal figure displays. Lawson. Yeah, I have a troop transporter on the shelf that's still in working order. Wow. He's next to my Rancor and Wampa and Centurion stuff. Power Extreme. King Collector. I went back and bought all the Star Wars Powers of the Force vehicles, and they look awesome. They were so cheap on eBay. It was like a shopping spree. That must have been fun. DJ Jedi, that Justice is my favorite version of Supergirl's costume. It's probably my third favorite, but I do like the 70s nature of it. It really feels like it's a timestamp costume for her, and I kind of dig that. Weebles. That's what they were. That took me way back. Primo. Yeah, those Alex Ross ones were great sculpts. They really were. Wait, you don't have the McFarlane Trailer Park Black Canary? Holland at one, Power of the Force vehicles from the 90s? Dirt cheap. Oh, I had no idea. UGC Warrior, I do have yours as well. All right, let's go on to the next one. Who shall we go with next? 909, still rocking well with our time. Let's see. All right, I want to save his. Let's go with, yes, let's go with David Hayes. And it's almost Friday. If you don't live in the DMV, you have no idea what I just said there, but it's all good. All right. So this is a really fun one. And Henry G prepared to get jealous because the first shot, some more Star Wars Hot Toys. And this display is pretty fun. Little Ewoks, Padme, Ahsoka, Hera, Sabine, Jibru. Oh, Jibru, I don't think he's here tonight. There's some Ghostbusters. And now that I realize that, I probably should wait to show off his stuff. These are cool. Maleficent. Fraggle Rock. Oh, you got the Super 7 Joes on top. I have some of mine coming in. They're in my pile of loot, which I need to ship soon so I can actually throw them up on the shelf. Very cool. I love this mask too. That looks nice. The HasLab Rattler, Raptor, Trouble Bubble. This is fun. I like this setup. It's clean and you can see everything, and it looks really fun. Here's another look at those Hot Toys figures. And is this classic version of Luke and Leia? These head sculpts are outstanding. I mean, you can actually see the likeness in them. They're not like Hot Toys. Oh my gosh, they shrunk the actor and actress down. But I mean, I can kind of see the head sculpts there. Very cool. And let's see the rest of the shelf. And check this out. Let's start at the top. The X-Men 97 Sentinels, which are so fun. And I mean, you didn't just have other characters fighting them all over, like Ken Shuriken, and this is giving a new definition to his pants are on fire. And then we've got Ryu over here, and then Psylocke going for the cheap shot too. Jean Grey. This is a fun setup. Cowboy Deadpool. I love this action. That is really fun. And then we've got on this side Juggernaut tear through, and they are demolishing the third one. Man, this is fun. Love seeing these kind of action sequences on people's shelves. X-23 going in for the kill shot. And here we go with more G.I. Joes. A little bit of mix of some other stuff too. Are these the Mythic Legion figures? I think so. They look pretty awesome. Very cool. More Joes. Oh, check it out. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit more because I am absolutely digging my favorite three-man squad of Joes. Alpine, Bazooka, and QK, if you don't mind the initials, chomping down a little meal. And Helix with this other head sculpt is kind of fun. And then let's see, here's dragging on over slowly. This is a cool setup. Who'd you use here? One of the WWE figures for Kiko? That's nice. Slice and dice, Nunchuck, the Dreadnoks, the helmet. Excuse me, on the Range Viper. And Serpentor, this throne looks awesome. And he doesn't even matter if there's got kittens, cats around him. That is fun. Royal Guard and Nemesis Immortal. Shao Kahn chilling. You got all the Range Vipers. And man, this is really fun. The Night Vipers, checking out everything on this side of the collection. Man, what a fun setup. Oops, I think we did go there. All right, so, and then let's swing over down to this section with the Transformers. It's more than meets the eye. Da-da-da. And last one on this round, in case you're wondering where the Dragonfly was. This looks cool too. And you got your not Hero Clicks. What was that game? And I have all these figures too. 3 snakes. That is solid. Love that Viper display. And then the Hiss tank, of course. Your Destro. Oh, you've got the Mezco one. Very nice. Cobra's working out. Come on, give me another 10. Big Boa. Where did you get the punching bag for him? That's cool. Cold Slither. And Cobra Commander with Baroness taking over the Murray Franklin set. He doesn't need it. And the studio audience, this is so fun. The Joes in action. Nice. Oh man, this is fun. KFC for the dogs. Very nice. And we got some Joes checking out the video display at the Yojo commissary. You got some more stuff over here too. The Stinger. What a fun setup that was. All right, so now let's go on to the other setup. And here we go. A closer look here. Shoplifters will receive a free pair of bracelets. That is fun. Catastrophe, Lord of the Strings. Skater's gonna hate. But like this is something you'd see in like Grand Theft Auto. Clockwork Limit. Toys in the hood. Fun stuff. Then we got a little bit more Tiger Force in there. Good stuff, man. Fun display. I bet you have a lot of people just coming by to just take it all in. Instructicons, the Savage Land, Cobra Commander riding Serpentor's Air Skimmer. What is this line? These look fun. Ditto for these two. Tony the Tiger is thinking his spot on this shelf is great. And video game action, of course, Chun-Li on the stool. Classic. And then another row. Man, this is fun. Spirit on the horse. I love this setup. And you got Sora on there too. Very nice. This is such a fun display you got set up here. There you go. A little better shot of all these figures there. Just well done. And another one. There you go. It's the guy waiting his turn because Bison will not stop trying to get the thing from the claw. That's all the people need to know. And then come down to the lab. We've got it all covered here. Good stuff. Thank you so much, David Hayes, for sending these along, man. These are absolutely amazing. Very fun and very cool. All right, let's see what y'all had to say about it. Thrust fire up. Only true transport I got were the micro series versions. I got Clarence and Ross. Yeah, it is almost Friday. King Collector. Powers of Force vehicles look good and they're the right size. Yeah, that definitely helps. Hollow Knight 1, I recently passed on a Havoc at a local toy store. Local toy show. It's actually not that large. It's not. That's why I think it could be made as a HasLab without being overly expensive. Kenner 12-inch Star Wars figures. Yeah, man, that's really solid. Ronnie San, the Rattler is great. I mean, it is such an awesome vehicle. Exactly, Lawson. That's what he does. He's so busy talking to us, narrating what's happening. Yeah, man, that was awesome. Mm-hmm. Yep. I love that too. It was such a fun little thing to do with those three. Oh, Serpentor. Yeah, I gotta figure out where that is. Bro shot, where you at? Serpentor Kittens is hilarious. It really was. Range Vipers grilling. Yeah, that was fun. That X-Men display with the Sentinels is fire. I agree, DJ Jedi. Remo, great display. Yeah, man. Man, Cobra has hot dogs and hamburgers for lunch. Cobra takes care of their employees. King Collector, I still need some Prince. They need to hurry up with the re-release. They really do. Miles Figure Files. There's a multiverse, Mr. Strange, right? Well, there's a Dentist Strange in that one. Cold Slither. I mean, they're the house band. You got to imagine that's the case. Retro Robo, very fun displays. Who is this again? We need to maybe put people's names at the bottom of the screen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make like a longer video with just the figure displays, and I'm gonna make sure to do that. And if you have an Instagram or YouTube or whatever you want me to shout out, I will make sure to do that. This is David Hayes. Olu, wow, that Joe display, absolutely. Oh man, that video store is amazing. It is. The comic book store is fire. Yeah, man. Jace, the display is so cool. Lefty, that's a dope display. Have me some ideas. Yep. Nice display, pack rat. That arcade is packed. Oh man, the arcade too. Monkey Dave. Dave, this is you. Okay, cool. Thanks. This was so much fun, man. This was awesome. Like y'all are sending me like your real email, your real names, and I'm like, okay. So Monkey Dave, awesome setup, my guy. The throne is the Storm Shao Kahn Deluxe from Big Bad Toy Store. Turtle Busters, open. The Robin, he's a little shorter than Batman. That's not great. Snake Eyes, those are amazing displays. William Rodriguez, awesome display. Yeah, man. This was so much fun and so much creativity in how you set it up too, Monkey Dave. Just awesome stuff. All right, let's see. 920. David Thanos sent along a few more to supplement last week. So here we go. And these are fun too. And check out the Cobra setup here. Let me do it this way so y'all can see that's PS5 down there, right? And I love this setup, and it really makes sense with these stands. I need to get some of these for my classified figures so I can actually arrange them nice and neat. And man, you're able to get a bunch of them on here. And you can see them, which is great. This is a problem I'm having with my shelf setup right now. It's like, it's too tight. And I can't see everybody. They're so jam-packed in there. I like these risers because it really adds so much so you can actually see what you're working with the display. And I like the red lighting too. That's fun. And here is the bad guys. Bring them on. And very cool setup there. Apocalypse, the Destroyer, Thanos about to snap, Doctor Doom with the magic hands, Green Goblin, Red Skull, all the big time villains. Poor US agent getting stuck over here with all these bad guys. and no pistol in sight. And here's another really cool lighting setup with this blue. You have the NWO. This is fun. I have failed at trying to build the NWO because they made so many of them tied to that goofy build a figure Monday Night Wars program at Walmart. I still need to get Vince. I've got most of the parts for DiBiase, but it is impossible to get these guys together. Got the Outsiders, Hollywood, Great Muda, very cool Lex. And of course, you got to put the Ultimate Editions up front because they just look better there. You got the hey, first promo, and I'm a bad guy, brother. Very cool. Love that display. I mean, you could actually have a full NWO shelf there. That's very cool. And let's see here. The other side with the Hogan 3-pack. This is a really well done 3-pack. I thought they did a nice job taking us through the ages with the Hulkster. And you've got everyone that they've done so far. Love throwing Jimmy Hart on there too. This is the regular one that came in the 2-pack with Mean Gene, right? I still need to track this Hogan down because I thought this is a really cool, unique look for him. Sometimes Hogan figures can kind of get lost with the same look over and over, but I really dug that. Him hanging out with Ultimate Warrior. Do we have that figure? And I missed out on this 2-pack, and I just kept like, I'll get it later. And then later came and went, and I was like, I did not get that. And this is a really fun one just for that, just for this tile poster. This would be a really good one to add to the collection. And the Ultimate Edition, again, this is very helpful for a guy like Andre who can just choke somebody out in Hogan so he can actually body slam the 900-pound Andre the Giant. Then we got Zeus and Rip. And then the Mr. America head. That's fine. Good setup there. Let's see. I think there is one more picture. Yes, one more to go. And these big rubber guys, stop trying to make me buy this line, David Thanos. It's going to work. I mean, it's not going to work. Fun stuff. They've already knocked out a bunch of Macho Man looks. And Tully, they have an Arn Anderson too, right? There's Missy Hyatt, there's Crush, and we got all three Demolition. We got the Powers of Pain, the Warlord, and Barbarian. Bad News Brown or Allen, depending on where you came up. The Road Warriors. I mean, when they're all set for almost War Games, do they have a Nikita Koloff? Woo! Very cool. I'm really digging these figures, especially now that Mattel is doing more of the LJN style figures. So this is really cool seeing NWA versions of these guys. I'm very much looking forward to going to the Maryland Toy Expo, and it can be dangerous for my wallet because there's a lot of stuff I've been seeing. It's like, oh, I want to get that too. So yeah, just looking forward to it. Yes, sir, Henry G. Humor equals memorable. Absolutely. King Collector. If I had a 3D printer, I would be printing that throne tonight. Okay, Sir David Hayes is part of my legal name. Good show, dear sir. Good show. My brother from another mother. Lost him. Jeffrey, I've never been able to display my original 80s Joes. I have all from 82 to 88, plus more complete. Want to at least set them up on my dining room table for some photos at least once. I want to see that when you get it done, man. Russia Robot, wow. Impressive wrestling collection. Yeah, Easy Reader. That's quite a collection. The Harley Race, it does look great. Road Pig John, are you showing the pictures that we sent at the last live stream? Yes. What? Excuse me. All the ones that I got last time that I didn't show. So of course I'm getting people's names, and not everybody's saying their YouTube screen name. So I might have yours. So let me know if you sent it. Then I'm gonna have it to show. Harry G, hey Lawson, that is pretty amazing. We'd love to see it on display. My custom Joe Mr. T. Well, that's cool. Monkey Day, those NWA figures are nice. I can't believe they actually made a Missy Hyatt. That's just fun. Brian P says, what you gonna do when too many Hulk figures weren't wild in your room, brother? Sharlock Prime, what's up, man? Hey, Jeff, hope you're doing good, buddy. I'm glad to see you, man. It's been too long, as Peggy Carter would say. Hopefully all is well on your end. Let's see where we're going to go next on our figure display tour. Let's stay with Thanos. Let's see. Got Future DC Warrior, G Brew, Henry G. So let's do this. Let's go with William Rodriguez. Got some cool ones. that I can show you relatively quickly. Bam, here you go. And I mean, I'm already feeling the power. Nice use of the lightsaber here. That is really cool. And love this setup here. You can see the Joes on the side and little Star Wars action. I think we'll see them later on, but this is fun. The Millennium Falcon and see here the Rebel Troopers fending off against the Snow Troopers. I mean, we got the Hoth set up, all set to go. And y'all know, you get me excited showing a little bit of Empire Strikes Back action. We got some Ahsoka magic going on here too. Just, I mean, this is such a fun action setup here on this display. It's really cool. And the glow of the lightsaber is perfect. Jabba's throne. This looks fun. I love this setup. All these Gamorrean guards in here too. Really dig it. The skiff. I used to grow up here. I used to live here, Gonna die here. Convenient. And let's go take a stroll down to the cantina. The Bib Fortuna before he went on his diet and started working with Jabba. In Clone Wars action. Looks awesome. Very fun. I mean, I can't get enough of these battles here with the droids and the Republic clone armies. This is really cool. I just love how you got everything set up here with the weapon, with the vehicles. Very cool stuff, William. Here's another one. The Joes in action. And let me do it this way. There we go. I mean, we got animals about to go at it. Close up and personal. Love the squatting of the Joes on one knee. That way you can see the ones in the background. And the Dreadnoks leading the charge as always. They're the shock troops. Serpentor, Pythona, Dr. Mindbender, Cobra Commander chilling. Good stuff. Love that. Then we got the real Ghostbusters. And I didn't realize this actually lit up. That's cool too. And this is really fun. On those Mondo figures on display like that. That is really fun. I guess Ray hasn't come out yet. I can't wait to see how he looks on your display there too. And then finally, we've got this one. Dude, an AT-AT. And this is all set for battle. And like, use the force, dude. This is fun. I love this action with them draping down, coming through, and then taking off in their speeder bikes. The indoor bunker. Man, this is where you can go. Yeah, but the vintage collection, you can do all this fun stuff, and it really does look fun. And these battles up here, Yoda, Emperor. I mean, this is fun. You got a little acolyte action in here too. Very cool. No, cool deal, man. Really love this. It's fun. And you got your Ninja Turtles in action too against the Foot Clan. And this is another one. I love these face-off battles. You really did that up fun. And then, of course, you got to have Transformers battle it out. Grimlock, Wheeljack, Prime against Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave, and Laserbeak Ravage. It's really fun. I dig this one, man. This was really, really cool. William, thank you for showing these off. The lightsaber absolutely set it off, Olu. Epic. Yes. You didn't think David Thanos likes wrestling? Maybe. Max Phobia, loving this man. Seeing others display is one of my favorite. Yeah, man, it's so cool just seeing how other people set up their displays. I'd look at mine like, this is so boring. I'm gonna set up some cool stuff like some of these other displays. But yeah, this is really fun, Max. Retro Robo, sweet. I love the Black Series, but this is why Vantage Collection is so cool. The world building really is everything here with this line. Future DC Warrior. Wow, classic real to Ghostbusters figs. Yes. King Collector. Very nice. We need some affordable Black Series dioramas. Another reason to get a 3D printer. Yes, sir. Love the payphone near the Ghostbusters. Now you can actually get a collect call of I want to butcher that name. So yes, Monkey Dave. I love that every show was a fight. Right. The force is strong with Sir William. Absolutely. All right, let's see here. And I said we would do all these tonight. Let's see. How many more? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna hold G Brew because he's not here. Henry G did send me one more of his Transformers display, so let me do that one. Show y'all this. This is pretty cool. I love all this Transformers love. Fortress Maximus. And which versions of these characters are these? Because man, they look really impressive here on the shelf, and it feels like they are gobbling the shelf space, which means they must be huge. But man, these look really fun, and these are so much better scaled and accurate to the cartoon and the movie than what we were getting with the studio series, which is my one big frustration. Like the scaling on these guys is accurate, and we do not have that with the studio series. Combaticons, the Constructicons, they're all ready. These figures, I assume, can't merge for the kill. Very cool stuff. Thank you, Henry G, for sending that along. Your Transformers display is just awesome. Oh snap! I had that Robots in Disguise Optimus. Yeah, man. Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Math. The voice is strong with this display. I missed last week's show to watch Mando and Grogu, but I'm glad to see the displays. Yeah, we can watch the replay. I think it started like the half-hour mark or hour mark into it. What did you think of Mando and Glory? Glory. Mando and Grogu. King Collector. I would be terrified to put that walker on the top shelf. Hopefully, you got some safeguards in place. Yes, sir. Would not want to drop those. All right, let's see. Where will we go next on this tour? We're on a collection tour. Let's go to Future DC Warrior. Check out what he's got here. And let's do this. He's got more Transformers coolness going on too. Which Optimus Prime is this? Because there's so many. And of course, can't go wrong with an Optimus front and center of your Transformers display. I think these are the NECA turtles. Again, Super Shredder. Got Casey. Very nice. And let's see here. We got a little Superman, Chris Reeves, Supergirl, and Batman. Which Batman is that? And we got more setups. Little Smurf action in the background. We got Supergirl. We got Superman. And Lex Luthor. And then finally, we got this one. This is a sweet figure. I forgot what line this is from. Is this from McFarlane? Let me see. Yes, it's from McFarlane. I don't remember which one that is. But then we got Dick Grayson from Batman Forever. Or is that Batman Returns? I'm blanking out probably intentionally, but these are pretty fun. Always like seeing how people display, especially when there's like one character there. That's Clooney Batman and Bat. Oh, okay. Nice. Fan toys. Those look really cool. Yeah, those are the masterpiece Transformers. Fan toys, X Transbot, etc. Masterpiece all the way. Yeah. Yeah, Future DC Warrior, Mando, and Grogu was a fun roller coaster ride. Exactly. Movies can be fun. Retro Robo. Nice, Henry G. Where are those Transformer movie figures from? I think that's the power of the Primes Optimus. Yeah, they were pretty cool. Future DC Warrior, thank you for showing me your photos, or showing all of us, not just me. Not the only one here. And let's see here. 9:34. We're doing all right on our time. All right. Jonathan Fernandez sent along his photos. And this display, I'm just going to let y'all take it all in here. Really cool stuff. All right. So here we go. Let's start at the top, the very top. Oh, let's see here. Little Battle Force 2000. Looks like the Renegades. I don't think I can get to the top of that. But check this out. We got the Thundercats. And these are the Super 7 ones. They look really cool. And I think this is where they look great when you're not posing them too extreme and just have them on the shelf. They look really cool. And it's showing you all the colors and how much fun they look together as a collection. These are really cool. I'm digging how they turned out. And I don't think I've seen a collection with them actually all together like this. So thank you for showing that off. Then we got some Joe action here. Big Lob. This is the figure that I had and then didn't. But then we got a lot of Super 7, Joes, Cobras. This is fun. Really dig that. Here we got the bottom. What do we have here at the bottom? Oh man, gang, I need your help here on this. These characters down at the bottom. Or is they all customs? But these are cool. I think this is the scalpel body. Am I remember that correctly? Is that actually the Cobra Commander? Let me see here. So that was pick one. Now let's go on to the other one. And Jonathan has the greatest setup because he's just like, yo, I'm taking the garage. And this is like, oh my gosh. Can you imagine opening your garage and just seeing this? I mean, just hang. This would be so much fun. I don't know if I would leave though. This is awesome. I didn't even realize they made so many repaints of this because I really love. I think this is a night attack chopper. I was relocating some of my Joe vehicles, and the batteries still work on this bad boy, and I was so impressed. You even got some of the missiles on there. This was a really fun vehicle, and I thought this they did a great job with the vehicles from that era of Joe's, and they're really fun. This is awesome too. What is this one from? And you got multiples there. I mean, this is just like a welcome to the garage. And man, let's see. The only thing I'd be worried about here is if I'm coming in late and something decides to fall off the shelf. Oh no, I just rolled over it with the car. But dude, this is so much fun. I love this setup. And it's just like, yep. I've seen some people like wall off the garage. And you're like, nope. They're just hanging here. And I love it. This is really, really fun. Love how you have this set up. And a little bit more on the side here so y'all can see that a little bit better. The Transformers looks like a wall art piece there. So got them there in the background. G.I. Joe. It's really fun. I dig this one. It really creative way to set up that display. Oh, thank you, Henry G. Hey, the Prime Star combo. Convoy, not combo. Oh man, you actually have Oloro and Sheila? How did you get your kittens to stand on their hoverboards? Mother. Mando and Grogu was a fun time. I don't have any complaints, but I doubt those figures are going to move until some markdowns on clearance, though. Probably not. Slith looks like me in high school. The rest are in P scale, mix of transbots, fans, toys, and official Takara. Combaticons and constructed. Really? Wow. That's cool. King Collector. Yes. Super 7 makes the best Thundercats. The cartoon look looks great on the shelf. They really do. Whoa, exactly, Retro Robo. Rubik John. Johnny Quest from the 90s. Those, oh, okay, cool. Nice. Love these, man. These are really fun. Okay, this is epic. Brian P, I'd be afraid of those falling onto the car or the ground. Yeah, man. Taking over the garage. Awesome. Absolutely. That's a Lennard core bomber. Nice. Nice. Harry G, you guys are inspiring me to work on my Super 7 Thundercast display. That Thundercast display looks awesome. Which was that again? This is Ropic John Lawson. That garage display made me hear Flight of the Bumblebee. Right. Olu, the Lift Master. Right, man. What is that Joe Copter? I've never seen that one before. I think it's the Night Attack Copter. It was around the 25th, 30th anniversary. So much fun. King Larry Darnita Laurel slept on him and now it's crazy on the aftermarket. I hate when that happens. I really, really hate because it's like you see stuff around, I can get it whenever, and then it's like, whoa, now it's 3 times the price you could have paid for if you had just gotten it earlier. It's no fun. All right, let's go to another collection. I'm trying to see here since it's 940. Not show you Olu. Here's Olu's pictures. Should have just stayed in the same order. And here's Olu stuff. Check this out. I love the cars. That makes it look really clean. And then we've got this is what was that line? Of course. I am totally blanking on it. I think everybody got from Ollie's Fortnite just because it's so cool. And I love having the G.I. Joe boxes because their artwork is so fun. But then they kind of mess it up where every box size is a little bit different. I love how you arranged it. I try to put them in order, and it's just like, bothers me. This is cleaner, nicer. What is this van? This looks like it fits perfectly with classified series figures. And you got this display for the Blue Ninjas. That's really cool. And then I like them actually taking target practice at me. And then who we got in here? Is Clutch working on the garage too? Or is that Tiger Force out back? Oh, battle here. It's G.I. Joe card art. And of course, you got to do it that way with Tomax and Zaymon. I love how you had them front and center. And then we got some more vehicles up in here too. This is fun. The packaging of the Joe line, that's one of those I'm just going to keep on the display and just deal with it because it looks great. I love this. The ramen toys, Hell Charger, Wolverine in flames, Ghost Rider and Chamber. It's like it's a fiery. This shelf is hot. And I love this backdrop that kind of makes it look like a garage. That's really creative. And Ghost Rider. You just need a Method Man figure to really set that off. But I really dig it. Then we got Into the Spider-Verse. That's a good use of that right there in that space. And here's another look. Storm Shadow with the white car. That's smooth. And then just I love the car setup, man. It's fun. The comic books. And then we got Legion chilling with all of his different bodies, sections, and personalities, the hood, without the hood. And then got Phantom X just chilling like a weirdo in the Metro. This is really great. I love the lighting on here too. Got the omnibuses, we got the trades. It's all about the comic love. And you got the Joes up in here chilling too. And then the box sets of Marvel Legends. These are so hard to get rid of because they look so great. This is a really fun setup you've got here, man. And I love it. It's just, I love the mix of the cars and vehicles in here. That is a really cool way to incorporate all that stuff. I think that was the last one. Yes, it was. Awesome. Back to the chat. The Night Attack Chopper NAC had 3 versions: Desert Camo, Nighttime Black, and Cobra. I didn't realize they did a crimson version. My favorite is that Nighttime Black. It is so cool. Thank you, Carlos. Flight of the Valkyries. Yes, I was here. I was doing dun, 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 dun. I was like, wait, I think it's the Flight of Bumblebee. Lefty Super 7 finally did a reissue of Ultimate Snarf. Is that the one that's in Target now? Where do you send pics? Send pics. I'm gonna post. I'll show them next week. But send the pics there to me in my email right there. And yeah, take a screenshot, write it down. Either one works for me. And there we go. Great. Back to the chat. Seeing some ramen vehicles, right? That one too. Roger Robo, the Ghost Rider display is fire. Absolutely. Flight of Bumblebee is a song. It's a ride of the Valkyries. There you go. Thank you, Lone Dragon. How are you tonight? Let's see here. I was getting confused too. All right, so let's see. Where am I? Trying to think. All right, Rick Cage sent along some photos of his display. So let's go to his. And then the final one for the night before we get to the topic of the night. Let's see here. Let's go to Rick Cage. There we go. And all his pictures. So we got this shelf. And Rick Cage likes to keep his stuff in package for the most part. You're going to see some loose figures like this shelf. Have everything. A little Falcon love up here. And then the snaps heard around the display. So the big guys there. I like that we got Rhino with the mask. Thought that was really fun. And this is great. And I forgot this was a whole setup, but this looks awesome and really good centerpiece for it. Got Tamina Snuka. I mean, this is such a great multiverse setup here. It's a little bit of love for everything and anything. It's just really cool. And you always talk about the multiverse. Seeing it here in your display really does make it look fun. It's just like, whatever. Here we go. And love this shelf. Very fun. I feel like you might be missing a few characters, but I'm digging it. Nice setup there. The different versions of Black Lightning. Hey, you look familiar. Cat, Alien Cat. And then Lizard in the middle there. Is this the new one or is this the Build-A-Figure version? Sasquatch, looking good. Of course, he seems a little bit too small, but man, I was really happy to build that figure, and he is nicely positioned there. Got Smart, Banner Hulk there, Crimson Dynamo, the Hulkbuster, Build-A-Figure, which was great. showed you exactly how much fun they can make those Build-A-Figures. And then a little Tekken love, because I didn't think about that, but this actually works out pretty well for them. Little Kuma there. That was a smart use of the Build-A-Figure. A little bit more Marvel Legends. This is like classic return characters. Very nice. Got the Agents of Shield 3-pack on there too. Rick Cage, thank you for sending these along, brother. Just send it to me. And remember, like I told you, I'll show them next week to everybody else. Lefty, no, the Snarf and Target is a toy version repaint with less accessories and still retain. Yeah, that was like, it's too much. Ben Doom, all these displays, all these displays, all those displays, all of these displays I can read are cool. Yes, they are. Sorry. One of the folks that Hasbro's heads exploded after seeing Playmates selling Dragonflies and All Strikers for less than $50 for the man, and the figures are $15. Like, come on, and those look cool too. Rick Cage, that is a Build-A-Figure shelf, Jeff. There we go. Nice, very cool. I like that shelf a lot. All right, let's go to the last one for tonight, and grab a bag lunch. This is gonna take a second, but it's cool. These pictures come to us, and let me do this. Let me move this really fast so I don't forget to do this. So when night three picks, all right, bear with me one quick second. All right, so went too far. Okay, night two picks, because I had to do it this way. Brandon Welsh sent me. He was like, "Oh, I really dig this. Your setup. It was fun watching everybody's display. This display is gonna absolutely blow your mind. So get ready." Not yet. I'm gonna get to them soon. I'll do that from like 10 o'clock to 10:10, but we will get to those very soon. Just showing this last display before we get into wrapping up the night here. All right, here's Brandon stuff. What am I doing? Not focusing. That's what I'm doing. All right. Now let's start with Brandon's display. Check this out. This is great. I needed to ask Brandon how much space he has for this setup. I love this setup with the comic book covers. It's just like, oh man, little mix of Marvel and DC in there. That's really cool. Make sure that y'all are seeing this because there are a few. Okay, good. So now that I've done that, I'm going to take you through this stroll, and I will go relatively fast and still try to do it so y'all can see all the stuff too. This whole room, the space is amazing. So get ready. All right, so that's the wall art. Now it's time for display. In Masters of the Universe, Castle Grayskull on one side here, and here you go, Snake Mountain on the other side. It's just like so much greatness here. Beastman riding on a dinosaur from Jurassic Park makes a lot of sense. And let's see here. Let me go. I think you'll see most of this stuff that's in the background later. So I'll just go here. Next, more Motu Love. And here you go. You can see them in their glory. And this is really nice. See Turtles Roboto and these new Eternia, the Masterverse Revelation figures are excellent. And seeing this display is just like, wow, look at how much fun this setup is. All this, I mean, this would drive me nuts because it would be like, who fell over this time? But it is really cool seeing all of the figures they cranked out for this thing. And yeah, I mean, so many different looks. Terraclaw Skeletor is great. And I still need to track down Ninjor because he looks awesome. And I mean, it's just like, this is really great. Really, really, really great. Let's go over here. See the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles setup. Let's go here. I ooze coolness. Get shell on. Let's do two more. There we go. So you can see the turtles. Again, I really think it's fun seeing the men on card stuff because it's like going to Toys R Us or Target or Children's Palace or Hills for some of y'all. And it's just like, man, this is really great seeing all this stuff just lined up. Like, hey, come on in, buy the stuff. Got your avatar set up there. And there you go. And then the biker mice from Mars. I mean, look at this space. I mean, you can see how elaborate this is. I'm just like, wow, all this space is absolutely amazing. Ha! I will show them that. Thanks, bro. So there we go. We got this. Let's go to this one. And let's go up top. Point Dread, Talent Fighter, Megator. And man, this is awesome the way this is all set up here. And you can see all the packaging. And I think Mattel does the best job of any line with the packaging. And from their Masters Universe, from their Barbie, the WWE, they put in so much cool work. I mean, look at this diabolical snake invasion. The packaging really does sell and tell the story with this stuff. I think they do such a great job with this. Jace, check out the Gargoyle collection. Then Castle Grayskull, which I'm still mad that I did not get. But that is cool. I mean, I really would. I mean, going to Brandon's collection to see how much space he has would make us all jealous, I'm sure. But just how cleanly it's arranged is just next level with it. And the superpowers, just this is fun. This is where it's like, oh man, having stuff in package still is really amazing. And just it's really cool. You can see all the vehicles. Great. Let's see here. That was first one. Let's go here. And then the McFarlane stuff. I think you can see those without me zooming in. Well, let's look here though. Bam! Look at the Masters of the Universe collection. So you see all this. I mean, I am insanely jealous of all this shelf space. We got the Eternia playset too. You got to send this to Mega J Retro. So you can be like, look at this dude. I mean, this is so impressive. Just like, wow, you got it all in the side shot so you can actually see it all. That's great. You just, man, this is incredible. When I was downloading these, I was like, oh man, look at this. Look at this shelf. And I mean, wow. The Masters of the Universe display is amazing. So impressive. And here you go. And then that's not all. There's Transformers here too. And let's see, little yellow Devastator and a whole bunch of Transformer figures. And the shelf space to have all this so cleanly arranged so you can see it all is just really next level with how you set up your display. This is just like, whoa. I mean, clearly this was not some slap together. I'll just put everything up. This is like, all right, how did I arrange this just so everybody can see everything so I can come in here and look at it. This must give you so much happiness just to come in and just see how it looks. Brandon said it was like still a work in progress, but really this medium-sized job or halfway there done job looks really great. And I'm back here. I mean, we got some other figures behind. That's kind of fun. Like a full on, hey, check it out. It's like a store. There's more of the Masters and how they line up with the Marvel Legend figures. I mean, this is so impressive. All right, let's see. Going on. There you go. Another look. The NECA, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And having a like just taking a walk around this room must be really impressive. You're just like, whoa, I think I missed something around this corner. So yeah. Like I'm just curious if this is like just one whole basement used to max capacity It looks really great. Little mix there for you, Rick Cage. Little multiverse setup here. Justice League, G.I. Joe, Avatar, Batman, multiverse, Marvel Select. A little bit of everything. It's fun. Let's see. Home stretch now. Star Wars. Because, I mean, got to get them in there too. A little bit more on that side. And let's go here to the VHS Marvel Legends Firefly Collection. Nice. Superpowers. So you can see now how it's all kind of coming back. It's like we're taking a long stroll through the room, but we're nearing the home stretch. Then check this out. That's really fun. The gargoyles in Gotham makes sense. And in New York City, whichever way you want to go with it. Daredevil's there, of course, because it's Hell's Kitchen. So that's, I mean, we like seeing the mix of stuff in there as well. And that is a really fun mix. Here's another one. And it's like the Savage Land and all kinds of stuff going on. This is a fun battle for those of y'all who like those action sequences. Got Archangel, Angel, Green Lantern, Marvel Select, Hulk, Hulkbuster coming, Hulkbuster Iron Man coming from for him. Steel, Superman, ready for Beastman, the Mouser, Iron Man. I mean, look at all these dream matchups coming here. I don't like Blob's chances against the Eradicator, though. Bloodwind, yes. Hawkman taking on the Sentinel. Is he a mutie? Guess we'll find out. And the cosmic section. Check all this out. Galactus just ruling everything. Looks like he's about ready to get a little meal on. Orion, Darkseid. Darkseid is, yeah. And then Metron, the Ark, the Anti-Monitor, Boba Fett. Where? Parallax, Mr. Miracle. These display stands you have to make the characters, the figures rise is very nice. I'm gonna have to get your info on those. And then finally, we got some Batman animated series from DC Direct. And this is so fun to just see a line where everything's there. And then we got more of the DC classics, DC Multiverse. Great stuff, Brandon. Thank you so much for sending these photos. Now, let's see what everybody thought here. Let's Flight of the Stumble Bro. I like that. Love those. Yeah, they look great. That is a dope Motu collection. He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse. Risers make a massive difference. The Hall of Awesomeness that leads to Chamber Power. Right. Okay, like that. I mix classics, Revelation, and Masterverse too. It's like a toy store. I did check it. I'm going to show it for real. Monkey Dave, it's cool to see how different everyone displays their stuff and what they collect. Yes, Bob, it is a toy store. Brian P. I wish that Fright Zone was compatible with Motu Classics. Me too. Oh, love that Masterverse display. One of my favorite lines. Me too. Rick Cage. Yeah, Josh, that's a running joke with my family. Hey, what toy store is this? Talking about my Motu toys. Or MOC toys. Retro Rebel. Yeah, definitely brings back those feelings of being a child in a toy store. Very cool. Brian P. This isn't his house. He broke into a toy store and took pictures. Wow. Yes. Bro, these are really fun. Lawson, this display room should be called Toys Are Me. Agree. I told you your mind was going to be blown when I was down. I was like, oh my gosh, this is wild. I didn't know they made an Angela figure. They did. That's nice. Yeah, man. He needs to be on Collector's Call. Yeah. Lawson. Okay, it's official. I'm jealous. Yes. Retro Robo. You should put a cash register somewhere to see if any guys try to check out. Hey guys, this is an amazing collection room. I'm jealous. I want one of these. Yes. Is this Ready Player 2? Yeah, man. Goldar in the mist. Vin Doom. Man, love that Batman. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. All right. My brother sent this along. This is mini years ago. Um, from the still like work in progress part of my display. The wrestling figure setup is accurate, but yeah, that is not how it looks now, but that was how it did look years ago. Yeah, had my cousin and Jace come by to help me put that wall shelf up. But yeah, I mean it's really fun to see everybody's displays. And last time, if you want to send along yours so we can all gasp in amazement, go ahead and do this now. Time for the quick question of the night. Yojo June starts next Wednesday. We know that. Looking very much forward to it. And we got the official news from Hasbro on their social media that we're going June 3rd, 10th, 17th, and 24th with Secret Galaxy TV, joining BMAC, and Big Bad Toy Store has something coming up their sleeve as well. Fear has a new throne. The G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Commander with Throne set is coming. Prepare your collection for the rise of Cobra. This is the face of real power. Pre-order coming soon. Can't wait. A lot of people are speculating that this is going to be the Cobra Commander with the hood. That'd be awesome to see with the throne. Sounds exciting. Can't wait for that reveal. Gotta assume it's going to be coming up sometime for the next few weeks for Yojo June. I asked you what one Cobra / Dreadnought / Iron Grenadier / whatever other Cobra faction you want to see, and what one vehicle you would like to see at some point to call this a successful Yojo June for you. Let me know what you think. There were some comments, so let me go to those first. Lawson, G.I. Joe Classified, I like to see. Retro Cardi Serpentor without his air chariot. The remaining 82 wave characters, Flash and Grand Slam. We know Grand Slam is coming, so Flash. Thunder Machine, Dreadnought Motorbikes. Shark, Murray. Yes, Serpentor for sure. Oh, it's lagging, so anytime I keep trying to do it, it goes away and then comes back up. Ronnie San, yes, Serpentor for sure. Yes. Carlos, I want the Thunder Machine. I'll take a thing. Yeah, I'm surprised we don't have that yet. David Thanos, Snow Job, and Major Blood. I'm surprised we haven't seen both of those out. King Collector, are they re-releasing Snow Job? They need to. We got a snow theme HasLab. Henry G, Cobra Water Moccasin or Polar Battle Bear. So maybe you guessed what I wanted to see. It is for the G.I. Joe. I want to see Hardball. I love his whole setup. And if we got released anytime soon, to be right around the time for baseball season. Maybe that's a nice tie-in. For my Cobra villain, Cesspool. I think he's a really cool, creepy character. We got a bunch of Toxo Vipers coming, and we got those mole rats. He's a good one to be the leader for those guys. And for my vehicle, the Polar Battle Bear, we got the HasLab Snowcat coming. And I want Snow Job to be able to ride alongside it in his Polar Battle Bear. So I'm with you. Lefty, we won't get a Rolling Thunder. Would like that too. But I'll be good with a Wolverine and a Mobat. Cobra, Fang, Stun, and Water Moccasin. Yes, all three, please. Jason Atreides. We need Pursuit of Cobra Shock Trooper. I like that. Also, Blacklight, Cobra Mortal, and Dark Ninja Master. Nice. You made the deep pulls. I appreciate that. And Pixel Forge, Hardball, and Fast Draw really need to be in classified. Another vote for Hardball. I'll take it. And Fast Draw, yeah, we're getting closer to wrapping up that 87 series. So love to see that. Ryan Dale news can confirm King Cobra Commander is hooded. Expect the render reveal tomorrow, along with Deep Six, in advance of Yojo June. You heard it from Ryan. Thank you so much. Exclusive scoops here. That is exciting. The King Cobra Commander will have the hood. So I guess that means you need to make sure that you're ready, because that could sell out. Very exciting. Good times there. King Collector, thank you for that news there, Ryan. King Collector, hopefully they announce a Globulus and a Serpentor re-release. Yes. Doc Avenger, I'm debating between Shells and Detoss. I'm leaning to Detoss because my cats, they're going to be safe for my figures. Probably. Andrew, Xandar and Skiff. Zanzibar and Skiff. And Ambush. Ambush is a cool character. Absolutely. Roger Robo, Joe, Ace. The Enemy, God, nice. Globulus, Vehicle, Shark. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, I feel like you all would have to go really deep for me to go, no, I don't want that one. Don't want that either. Don't want that. Yes. Doc, the Defiant Space Shuttle, but they'll never do it though. Probably not. Andrew, water vehicle for HasLab, taking bets. Hopefully. King Collector, Zanzibar to complete the real Dreadnoughts. I like Burnout. Monkey Day, I want the Cobra Wolf. The Cobra Wolf is a great vehicle. Good call on that. Or the Shark. Ace for Joe's, if they don't want to make a Sky Striker, they better. We got a Rattler. We need the Sky Striker to fight it. Dr. Venom or Quinn for Cobra. Yes, please. Snake Eyes. I'm really just interested to see this Tomb Raider crossover any kind. Has been thinking, will they do Metal Gear and Splinter Cell? They're not going to do Splinter Cell. Valorverse is doing that. And Metal Gear? Probably not. Lawson. Man, I hope that Hooded Cobra Commander doesn't drop the weekend of June 12th and 14th. I'll be away at Heroes Con. Well, stay tuned. I'll make sure to keep everybody apprised of all this stuff when it drops. Thank you for staying up a little bit longer with me tonight. A lot of cool displays. One more time, if you have your displays and you want to send it off to everybody so we can check it out, email me at loudesmoviefiles@gmail.com. Next week's going to be massive. It's going to be huge. On Movie Files, Jason and I are going to talk about Masters of the Universe. We're going to do it spoiler-free to start. Maybe in another week, we'll talk about it in detail. Can't wait to see that. Yojo June reveals. But of course, thanks to Ryan, we know we're going to see some renders tomorrow. Hype for that. Of course, I'll be doing a reaction video to that. Excuse me. And reaction to everything we see at Yojo June on Wednesday. So cannot wait for it. Looking forward to it and looking forward to reading all your comments about it. Ryan says, I expect King Cobra to be fan channel exclusive because they know it'll be in demand. Nice. Love it. Love it. Fun show. Night, folks. Lawson. Thank you, Jeffrey. Love the display, guys. Night all. Ronnie-san. Nice displays, guys. Absolutely. Blackest night. Press the like. I like that. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you all. Hopefully you have an awesome weekend. And of course, I'll be doing a lot of videos, of course, with all this G.I. Joe stuff coming. So stay tuned and I'll catch you soon. For now, this episode of Loud's Figure Files has been filed.